Alright guys, we're back and we're picking up right where we left off. We just got done talking about the no-step kick, and we're running right into the one-step kick. All about kind of this warming up, really what good drills are there for focusing on these fundamentals, okay? So just to review real quickly, the no-step kick, it's all about focusing on the plant foot, the kicking position, and then the foot-to-ball contact. So kind of 3 of the 5 elements we hit with the very first drill, okay? So now, we're going to go into the one step, okay? Basically, you're taking 1 step back and 1 step to the side. And all this is really doing is allowing us to generate a little bit more momentum, all right? So it helps us with our approach. That's the kind of the second, or I guess that would be the 4th element that it adds into it. We're still working on plant foot. We're still working on kicking position. We're still working on foot-to-ball contact. But because we're a little bit further back, we can do that last little, what I call the stride step, or the power step into the kick. Okay, so that's kind of the last component of our approach. So we're kind of breaking our approach down into little segments. So we're going to touch a little bit on the approach, making sure that last step is straight at the ball, placing that plant foot where we want it. And then we're also going to kind of start introducing a little bit of the follow through here too. Again, we got a little bit more momentum, so we can generate a little bit more power and drive that leg up toward that left shoulder, okay, and that follow through. So here, second drill, the one step, we're focusing on all 5 elements. We're going to hit all 5 elements. The no step, we focus on the plant foot, the kicking position, and the foot to ball contact. So we kind of put those just in the back of our mind and bring to the front of our mind that last stride step, make sure it's straight at the ball, placing our plant foot where we want it, and then driving that follow through up towards your left shoulder. Okay? So I'm going to demonstrate them a little bit and try to talk through it a little bit, and then we'll just go from there, okay? Again, let's pan you down a little bit and see, make sure you can see me. All right. All right, so the one step, it is what it sounds like it is. It's 1 step back, 1 to the side, okay? 1 step back. Again, even here, we're gonna make sure that we're in line with our target line, okay? Y'all remember that with our alignment and approach. I got the other upright down. I'm kind of actually kicking behind the uprights here, but I got the other upright down there as my target line. And then to the side, still 90 degrees. Here, our right foot is forward, okay? Usually when we get back to the back, our left foot will be forward, but right here, our right foot's forward, and all we're doing, we're just striding in and kicking the ball, okay? Nothing fancy to it. Remember, we're not trying to kill the ball here. We're more worried about being nice and smooth. Don't really try to muscle the ball up or anything like that. Just be nice and smooth and just kind of step in, plant, and go right through the kick, okay? So let me demonstrate. Now remember, we still got in the back of our minds all the things that we did with our no step. And truth be told, the one step, all it does is get us back to our no step, right? So we're in our one step, and all we're doing, we're striding in, bam, we're back to our no step. Now we got to do everything we just did in our no step, okay? So right here, straight at where your plant foot's going to be, and then drive up toward that left shoulder. One more for good measure here. Same thing, we're still reinforcing good kicking position, chest up, head down, sweet spot to sweet spot. Uh-oh, going too far here. Sweet spot to sweet spot, nice and smooth. All right, nice and smooth. Not trying to kill it, okay? All right, let's move to the other side, just so you can see from this side. But again, nice and smooth, okay? Reinforcing that last stride step, or that last power step, whatever you want to call it. Make sure we're placing our plant foot where we want it to be. And then everything else is just a no step, okay? Alright, just easing into it. You're just kind of falling into it. And you notice how I'm able to fall forward a little bit more. Okay? The one thing you got to watch out for is hopping, okay? Be careful not to get too anxious thinking I need to kick this ball 60 yards and you hop into it like that and try to kick. That doesn't work. We want to just fall into it, okay? We just fall into it. Nice smooth kick. All right, so that's all the one step. So we've gone over to no step, the one step, and remember, we're still not really worrying about kicking for distance, not really worrying about generating a whole lot of power. We just really want to be smooth. Make sure we're achieving those good plant foot, good kicking position, good leg lock, and then with the one step, we started implementing a little bit of our alignment in our approach. Make sure you're picking a target line. Always, that's just ingrained in you. That's second nature. You always have a target line, even doing some simple drills. All right, making sure you're still at 90 degrees, and then we're just falling into the no step. Basically, is all you're doing. Okay, leg lock, driving up toward that left shoulder. Okay, so again, we're going to pause right here. I want you guys to work on that a little bit. Try 20-25 kicks, something like that. Again, it's going to take a little getting used to. So if your first 5, 6, 7 kicks are just awful, don't worry about it. Your body has to actually learn that motion as well. Okay, so stick with it. It's going to take you 20-25 kicks to really start feeling what it's supposed to feel like. All right, but work on that a little bit, and then we're going to come right back, moving on to the two-step, where we've already implemented all our elements. We're just going to kind of start adding momentum and adding a little bit of complexity as we move away from the ball. Okay, so hang tight and work on that no step, one step, and then we'll be right back.